Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Venetian Empire campaign. Now, last episode, we fought quite a few wars with the Spanish in this island up here, and, they took it. However, we did come in with this lovely strong army and took it right back, and so this I was meant to actually be going to go try to wipe out the Pope. But instead, I want to now try to prioritise taking out the Spanish. So, this lovely general here is going to come down to this Spanish citadel of Toulouse. This guy's going to go down to Marseille, get it a general. We've got a few troops in the Metz region, and so I was thinking there's probably an army we can make here. Sorry. And, this general here, along with, some men, I want to try and do something with them. Maybe deal with the French, maybe push for Antwerp, or, Bruges. But, yeah. So, Reims has got some men, and it's one of the last French holdouts. So it might be worth moving that army to go attack that. Got this lovely general here, mopping up the Roman Empire. We're going to go attack the Poles, because they betrayed us. And they kind of deserve it at this point. What else are we doing? Oh yes, we're going to Kiev, we're going to take that. And we're sieging Mosul, the last great Turkish city. So yeah. That is where we're at. Let's end turn and see what happens. Okay. They're going into Vienna. The French, they've got quite a lot of troops in Reims, so we do need a solid army to take that out. They've got a second army coming in from the west. Roman Empire entering some negotiations with the English. Roman Empire have also got some assassins in that area. However, they don't really use them. It's a bit odd. The Spanish, always worried what they're doing. They've got some strong fleets around there, so I might need to send some galleasses to go smash them to pieces. And, I mean, the Spanish, there is a diplomat next to us, so it's possible we might offer them like a peace treaty, but not really. We try and take all their land, or as much as they're willing to give to us, and then we continue attacking them just to see, basically, if we can, how much they want peace, if we can get anything out of it. Turks still sitting up in Mosul, they're not trying to resist too much, so that is good. Egyptians just attacking us. I feel like they're our unofficial allies at this point. Because they're just taking out all the enemy fleets for me. And I'm not going to complain. Because that's very nice of them. The Poles, just doing their thing up here. I have a small army near Vilnius. And, I think they've only got one unit in it. So, you know what? Why don't we siege it? Oh, it looks like they've got other troops in the area as well. Can turn up. I think we need to retreat away from this one. They're a bit stronger than us, it seems. Poles, they do have a strong force in that area. We lost, unfortunately, to a Papal States fleet. I will deal with that shortly, because that's not very fun. I think we're going to need to keep some men in Ajako for the moment. Simply due to the fact, the Spanish could attack any time and it's not really worth making it leave yet, I don't think. So, I'll be doing that. The Papal States, they've got so many Inquisitors in Turkey, even though, they're not really doing anything with them. Made 8,000 florins that turn. Not bad. Oh, Constantinople. it built an army barracks. And you know what that means? Arquebusiers! Perfect. Can I not train pikemen anymore? Pike militia. Yeah. Okay, I can't see... Oh! Is it down? Yeah, it's down there. So, I want to train pike militia and arquebusiers. Because that seems like fun. There's another... Oh, a royal barracks. Where I can train musketeers. Okay. Well, getting some gunpowder units. I might test them out on these loads of rebel armies over there. Tuners. Train some men-at-arms. Very useful. Terrible relations with England. And the Mongols are invading Russia. Let's go see if we can see these Russian armies. Mongol ones, I mean. Not for now.
Did you expect us to be happy to see you?
No, they're not going to accept a ceasefire. I'll demand they become a vassal. Because...
How could you ask these of us?
yeah, that's kind of what I expected. But still, I thought, yeah, he's just going to go over to the Portuguese. Maybe make an alliance with them. Oh my goodness. Some lovely mercenary units here. Mercenary knights. Very good. Well worth the money, apparently. We'll get some revolts. We'll get quite a lot of mercenaries, actually. So that's now a very capable army that can take Toulouse. Toulouse appears to, you can see, it's got all the horses on the roads. That means there's a lot of trade in that city. So, it's going to make me a lot of money. No good mercenaries there, really. So, pop over and we're going to besiege Reims for now. I don't want to attack it yet. Because it's not got nothing. Oh, they've got some Vosges militia. Which are like big old pokey stick things. Like spears, but different. So, they might want some reinforcement before they take that on. Send those guys to get them. I'll train some mortars in Paris to also send over there and help them out. What else do I need to do? I need to go besiege Krakow. Because if the Poles want to fight me, well, they've got to be ready to defend themselves. And it appears they are really not. Because, I mean, the army's not horrible, but it's not really going to stop me. So, I should be able to take them pretty easily. Kiev, just need to get there and I'll be able to take it. What else? This army, is that going to Odessa? And I think I'm just gonna keep besieging it for now. No, this army can go reinforce him. Because when I attack it, I want to make sure I win. It appears that Iconium is on the verge of rioting. So I'll build a city hall. Hopefully. Makes a bit happier. Caesarea, I mean, they could send whatever rubbish they've got in it to try and make it a bit happier. Probably a good plan. Tresbond, it's got some men. And I want them to be on the, just, you know, the front lines because I'm worried about the Timurids, really. Dijon, it needs to retrain some men. And probably train some more. It can be taxed a bit more, though. Which is quite rare for me to have a city that is open to not rioting. So I'll tax also Venice a bit more. Now I'm making some good money. As you can see, there is rather a lot of trade there. How much are these merchants trading? They're generating quite a lot of money. I probably should get some merchants of my own. Just to, you know, compete with them. That big Papal States fleet, that was being a bit annoying to me. I'm going to go take that out, which is what I just did. And, oh yes,
Your orders, noble one. God will be
just
with us, men.
finish
To
off
battle.
the Germans,
Thank you for
execute any prisoners,
granted.
and we can now march north to Frankfurt,
God will be
the
with us,
heavily
men.
defended
To battle.
capital of the Germans. Very nice. We'll get some bombards there when we can. Budapest not currently rioting, which is absolutely lovely. So, keep Mosul under siege for now. It's possible I should try and do another Timbuktu mission with some men from Alishas. So that is exactly what I will do. Timbuktu mission 2.0. Maybe this time we will actually manage to take it. We're converting into a citadel though, so we'll be able to train some good troops there. If I'm not very much mistaken, the French are going to try and defend Reims before my reinforcements arrive from Paris. So, oh, it's their king. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to defend this. We're going to fight off these French and, you know, either continue the siege or we might even wipe out that army right here, right now. Where's the best place to set up? Right, there's a hill here. Perfect. We're going to get all of my lovely units of Italian spear militia. Got a few sergeant spearmen as well. Got heavy infantry. I'm just going to keep it at the back for now, ready to go and attack wherever and whenever it's needed. In terms of missile units, got a solid number, so you can just keep them there and, you know, get a few shots in. And we have a bombards. Unfortunately, its other friend got absolutely obliterated while I was mopping up some other troops, and I forgot to notice that it was currently being obliterated. Well, I don't see the French reinforcements. They're delayed. It's because I physically cannot get them in the battle due to what I'm running this on. And they're setting up. They're going to advance. Yes, okay. Well, this is a great opportunity to practice taking minimal casualties, because I probably need to work on not losing so many men each battle. You know, it just slows me down, and so I'm just going to focus on getting them from a distance here. Wait for the bombards to be able to shoot at them, which didn't take very long. And I'm just going to watch the fireworks, really. They're going to chuck in that big heavy cannonball, and they're going to fire. They're trying to hit that, clearly. Oh, it appears the French have some artillery of their own, which I'm going to now target with my bombards. But luckily their catapults didn't hit my men, haven't hit them so far. We're shooting at the French missile units as they approach. I wouldn't say they're having the best time. That one's going to go far. And we're still continuing to shoot, inflicting good casualties upon them. Did we manage to hit them with a bombard shot? Yes! Okay, that is one trebuchet down. That's very good. Their crossbowmen are taking pretty atrocious casualties here. I mean, they surely will run off quite soon. Just waiting for the other trebuchet to get destroyed. If that does happen, that would be quite nice. That missed. A good thing about firing normal ammo is the shots can bounce along the floor, which can make it easier. You know, if it falls short, it'll bounce and maybe hit. Firing another shot out of our bombards. There we go. That's missing. Too far to the left. That one, too long. Yeah, not quite doing their best work here. We're going to shoot at the peasants. Our crossbowmen are just creating a wall of arrows, which are smacking into the approaching Frenchmen. And it's not very good for these French guys at the moment. Okay, the enemy reinforcements appear to be here now. So I'm now going to have to deal with that. Just going to hold the lines and, you know, hold them off. Guard mode, I don't want them chasing after any fleeing enemies. We will commit my dismounted feudal knights.
If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
And I'm going to turn these guys fire at will. I want them to stop. I'll pursue these peasants with my feudal knights. And my general can just finish off the trebuchets, because they're firing shots that are landing worryingly close to my bombards.
Like the coward he is. Press onward and break the spirit of his army.
Those guys can push this way. These feudal knights are just basically mopping up whatever's left. I'll turn off skirmish mode for these guys. Get them back in a front line formation where they can go, hopefully take out some troops. My general's coming in to hit these poor people. They are not going to last long once my general gets them. Yeah, there's only about 2 of them left at this point. And we turn around and we charge right back the other way at these spearmen that our knights are currently engaging with. There we go. If our general hits them in the back, they'll rout. The first army will be dealt with. Our troops still setting up. Our missile ones, that is. They still appear to have, what's that, some peasants. They won't last long. Smash into those guys' armed sergeants routing. Last few troops are dying. Get the knights back into position. They've done their job. And our general can hopefully finish up with these peasants here that he is slaughtering. The enemy army, the reinforcements, I mean, they're advancing, but I don't know where they are currently. I think, I just want to make sure, no, this is the best position for the bombards. It's a bit higher. Oh, it appears some random archers managed to kill their enemy general. And my bombards aren't doing what I say, which is getting on this slightly higher position up here, where they can hopefully have a clearer shot at the enemy. And I can't really see what the reinforcing army is doing at the moment. Oh, here it is. It's marching through the forest to get to us. It appears to be quite large. Let's take a look at what they've got. Crossbowmen, peasant crossbowmen, maybe crossbow militia. More of that. They're now running as they get out of the forest. Loads of crossbowmen in this army. We've got some town militia. Yep. What's back here? They appear to have some catapults. And a general's bodyguard. That's their king, I'll have you know. So he's a very important person. I'm trying to find the vulgar militia, because that looked quite interesting as a unit. But I can't find it. So we'll find that eventually, probably. They appear to also have some mercenaries in their army. And that is pretty much it for what the reinforcements are. So now they're just approaching our lines. Here they come. Can our men even see them yet? From the top of their, well, shielded hill. They can see the banners coming over the hills on the horizon. They're waiting for them to get into range. As the large French garrison approaches are smaller, but, you know, quality over quantity. That's pretty good saying for medieval total war, in my opinion. But at a certain point, quantity does beat quality. But here, they're roughly equal. And as you can see, our quality is a bit better. So it's saying, yeah, the possibility of victory is distinct. Our bombards now hopefully going to fire some large explosive shots at the enemy. Not explosive, unfortunately, actually. But flaming, which is nearly as good. Our crossbowmen are already firing some shots at the enemy. Good for them. Inflicting casualties. There they go. That went a bit short, bombards. Pretty not good. And that one went a bit wide. They're not very far away. You should be doing a lot better than this. Come on. Reload and try again. Try and hit their general. Their catapults firing at our troops. Nearly did something good there, bombards. Nearly. A second shot comes in, and they still are absolutely failing miserably to hit the general's bodyguards. Our men trying to shoot at the enemy. They're inflicting solid casualties. Another shot from the bombards. Hopefully coming in here. There we go. Come on, that one's slightly straighter. Not quite getting them, but it's better. Killed a few of his bodyguard there. And again, our crossmen are just continuing to shoot at the enemy. They are being hit by a few ballista bolts from their artillery forces, which is, again, not ideal. Come on, bombards. Get a good shot in here. You kind of need to get a good shot in here, otherwise you are going to die. Okay, right, I'm having to intervene here. Our bombard looks like it's about to be destroyed by a Frenchman on a horse. Yeah, pretty suboptimal there. Those guys are already wavering. Jeez. And here's their king being skewered on the end of an Italian man's long pointy spear. Those peasants, they're not going to last long. It's about taking out their king. I'll pull my general's bodyguard back and he can try and slaughter hundreds of crossbowmen all at once. Where is their general? Can I see him? There he is. He's round here. Our bombard has been completely destroyed.
Thrown his life away, and perhaps our chances of victory with it.
That was so stupid from me.
It is unwise to praise
I don't know how I managed to do that. But my general is dead. My general is dead. Come on, charge. We need to get their king here, because I mean, lots of their troops are routing, but my morale isn't great. He's fleeing. Come on, we need to kill him. If we can take him out, we will nearly certainly win. He's routing. He's abandoned his men. Oh, he's back. He's back now. They're being slaughtered by crossbow bolts. I've nearly killed the French king. I can tell he's not in the best position. Did we capture him or kill him? I can't tell. I think it's possible we captured him. But then again, it might have been a crossbow bolt that eventually ended his life. Fun fact, one of the popes tried to ban crossbows because he thought they're a bit unethical. Mostly because they could just do what I just demonstrated there, just slaughter the enemy kings. Kill the town militia. This battle is pretty much over at this point. Here's the Volju militia. Oh, that's nasty stuff, that is. Right, I do not want my Actually, no, I can charge my general's bodyguard into that. Because he's dead.
We must push our advantage.
I will try to capture a lot of those Volk militia, seeing as they're heavy infantry, and they've got some pretty solid armour upgrades. So, you know, might be worth capturing them. But our general dying, like I said, is not ideal. I don't know exactly how he died, but he was running off. I think he might have just been got by a crossbow bolt. So maybe both generals shared the same death. We've won clear victory there. We beat 2,600 men with 1,500, killing 1,000 of them. If that is indeed their king, we did indeed capture him, the ransom value surely will be incredible. However, it appears otherwise. They've rejected our ransom. Oh, there we go. The enemy are indeed beaten. And we've taken Reims just like that. The French have found the army that was meant to reinforce that one. And I'm not fighting that, seeing as I will... It says I have a chance. I'm going to fight that then. The balance of power suggests to me that the enemy army must be something atrocious. So,
My lord,
you know what? We're going to fight this one.
the battle seems to have turned against us.
Well,
We
it
must
is
act
against
and halt
us,
this
yes.
turn of events.
But, according to the AI, we've got a solid chance. Start battle. I mean, let's take a look at what they've got. It's all their infantry is peasants. They have hundreds of trebuchets and a bunch of knights as their bodyguards. How do I best fight this? Because their catapults will just... I know it, they'll slaughter me as soon as I get close. So, I put my men up here. I'm fighting this now, I've got to be committed. If I can get the good old crossbowmen on this little bluff here, they've got an unrivaled view of the battlefield, so they can set up pretty nicely. It's quite a nice looking battle map in my opinion. I quite like it. I need those crossbowmen to get into position pretty fast. Oh, and this is what I was worried about. Their trebuchets just slaughtering me. Here we go. They're going to start reloading now. And they can't get up this way, so they're going to have to fight my spearmen. And now we just shoot upon the enemy forces. The catapult's having a tough time hitting. And it'll be even tougher if I choose to do a spread out formation like I'm trying to do. Yeah, okay, the catapults, they're mostly focused on the crossmen, which is what I want. No, don't be in skirmish mode, you cowards. Fight at the front. Shoot at the enemy. Again, just gonna keep holding. We have killed 1% of the enemy army just by sitting here and shooting at the enemy. However, actually, a non-spread out formation is probably better because it gives a smaller surface area for them to hit. I'm going to prioritise shooting at their general. I mean, we might lose this. We'll nearly certainly lose this, actually, if I'm being honest. But at least we tried. It turns out that the enemy can indeed make it over that ridge, which is not what I wanted at all. We're going to have to hold them off. They've got some armoured sergeants coming up on that side. We now need to slaughter some peasants here. We're engaging with them. Those guys are routing. We need to get these peasants to run. More people swarming over the ridge every second. Going to prioritise attacking and defending that location now. Getting rid of these armoured sergeants. They're all trying to make their way up that hill at the moment.
Praise to our Lord.
Their general's
Our
dead.
men have slain the enemy general.
Perfect.
Now his men will lose heart.
Just gonna keep moving the men. Keep changing the targets. They're starting to rout here. A lot of their troops. I might try and do a little bit of a downhill charge down the ridge and towards their catapults. We get the crossbowmen to pelt those armoured sergeants. Maybe distract them. And if I can take out these catapults, that will make my day. Because they're very annoying.
The course of this battle changes because defeat seems almost certain.
Well, yeah, that's kind of because there's way more of them than there are of us.
We have
Oops.
lost half of our men. This
They
defeat
surrounded
is
us
a
and
bitter drink
eventually
to
killed
swallow.
us.
Next time it will
Well,
be
we
our
killed
foe.
207 of them. And they had a much larger army than us. At least we tried. Like that entire... Oh, I can't... No, I can't pay the ransom.
No.
That's a bit disappointing. Well, it's okay. At least now I don't have to pay the money to upkeep that army, so, you know, every cloud is a silver lining. We've captured Reims. There we go. The Germans, they've got their assassins doing little sneaky things up in the north. All they've really got is the lowland countries, i.e., you know, Netherlands and Belgium and the city of Frankfurt. So, they're not in a good position, which is exactly how I want it to be. What else is going on? The Spanish retreating some troops. They've got a sizable navy round there, which I'll need to go beat with some gunpowder boats. The English, I mean, I've just not been bothering them. They've not been bothering me. However, oh yeah, our relations are terrible, technically, aren't they? They're offering up a deal. Are they actually going to be saying anything? No, of course not. The Moors, they've got fleets. Pretty strong ones, but they're at war with the Egyptians, and there's some Egyptian navies around there that should deal with them for me. Which would be pretty nice. They've got a diplomat as well, the Moors. And they're retreating some men off that island there. Looks like we're going to be fighting another battle here. This time for Mosul. And this one actually might be a bit tougher. Due to the fact, well, we don't actually have that good of an army. Like, yes, we've got lots, but...
The battle seems to be swinging in our favor.
Oh,
From such
yeah.
tidings does victory emerge.
Well, that's because only the a small army is attacking us at first. So in terms of infantry, we have pretty solid lineup, but not much of it. We've got a general here, but our main strength lies in our cavalry. We have some lovely Allans here who've joined us, and our cream of the crop, the Quasimian cavalry. Some lovely heavy cavalry mercenaries should help win the day.
The enemy are bringing
Oh.
in reinforcements.
Well, this is awkward. Let me just try to, you know, try and beat them. This is really not how I wanted this battle to be going. I've never really had a fight like this one before, where the enemy spawn in right next to me. Quasimian cavalry. They're not quite in the battlefield. As soon as they are, I'm rushing them. Go! Go, cavalry, go! Go! Okay, It's time to get them. It's time to get them. As they come in, they really don't have anywhere to run off to. So we can charge in and do this to them. Which is not good for the enemy at all. Our Alans doing an admirable job.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset.
And now we've just got to charge all those troops over there. We're just, you know, our infantry is dealing with some bodyguards. They've got so many generals in this army. It's pretty shocking. And a lot of them are already routing. Right, one of them's dead. Perfect. Our Khwarazmian cavalry is pretty similar to their general bodyguards in terms of how they look. So it might be a pretty even fight. We're sending in some reinforcements here to help out. Might capture a general here if we're lucky. We'll see. What else are they doing? I mean, that's the main bodyguards. So we're just kind of sitting here at the moment, shopping through Turkish bodyguards. What's the reinforcing line made up of? I don't think it's a threat. I think this was the main issue, and I'd say we're dealing with it pretty well. You can just see, like, frequently a horse will just topple over as we finally wear down its rider. There's their general there. I don't know if you can see him. One of them's routing, not the actual general. When there's multiple generals, it just chooses, like, the most important one to be the leader. So he's actually started fleeing now.
Glorious heaven above. Our men have captured
we captured him.
Guard him well.
Give the dog some wine.
And be sure the enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
So we're just crushing up the first army here. And let's see what they've got. Ottoman... Oh, no, not those... Oh, those Ottoman infantry were a real pain last time. But, I mean, they do have good quality. However, we have quality and quantity. Here comes the men charging down upon the unfortunate enemy army, and I think this is pretty much it. We're just kind of mopping up whatever's left, and that'll be it.
The enemy flees the battle.
Sisyphes there.
Run down those worthless peasants.
Hopefully we can catch up to them. And we're just kind of chasing them down as they shoot at us from the horses. They know they've lost, but they're just trying to now just be annoying and kill a lot of our troops. Nearly caught up to them. We're trying to drive them to the very edge of the battle map here. And that's where we've finally cornered them. And we have won a clear victory against all of those incredible Turkish generals. There we go. Execute the prisoners of war. And we have now taken Mosul. And if that's not the last Turkish settlement, I mean, I'm nearly certain it is. Because all the rest is Egyptian or rebel-controlled. So, yeah. Well, that was pretty good. The Poles, I thought they're about to sally forth, but they weren't.
Leaving the army, my lord.
That is fine. We currently have 29,000 florins, which is, you know, not bad, not bad. We'll do some stuff with that. And, like I said, I think that was the last of the Turkish troops. Make that 42,000 florins, actually. Rioting in Iconium. That's a bit disappointing. That was not the last Turkish army. Where are they? Oh, I accidentally did something I wasn't meant to and move some troops in there. Iconium, Iconium, please stop rioting. Let's take a look at why it's rioting. It's religious unrest. Of course it is. We'll repair all those things and we'll build a church instead to make them happier. And we turned Alishers into a citadel. So we'll train some troops in there to defend it. Move this guy south towards Timbuktu. And he's been blocked. We'll deal with them eventually. We'll besiege Toulouse. Actually, no, we can attack and auto-resolve it. So there we go. Spanish citadel taken right there. Oh. What is that I can build? Where is it? I saw it. Cannon foundry. We can get a culverin. Oh my, we need that. Culverins are simply incredible. They're like bombars, but fire explosive shots, and are actually accurate. So there we go. Taken Toulouse. We are going to push north towards Frankfurt. We're going to continue besieging Krakow. Move to besiege Kiev. And I think that is pretty much all I will do for this episode. If you did enjoy, please consider hitting that like button. Leave a comment if you've got something to say. And if you really enjoyed it, consider hitting that subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next episode.